So let's push to go till 6:40. Hello again, viewers, and welcome again to my chat with various people in this country, Gambian, non-Gambian, people who have gone to the top of the ladder, people who are climbing, people who have started, people who are midway. This is born out of our desire from Jaama radio vision television station here in the Gateway in the Gambia. Just and we can have some form of remote mentorship, and we can dust those dreams which we thought were never going to happen because of whatever reasons we had. So today I have two people. One would probably be a generation younger than me, and the other one is a generation higher than me. I have two people whose chat with me I believe are going to be very transformational. The first is a younger person, and the second one, let me give you a heads up, it's none other than Mr. Mustafa Njai Taf. We're going to have a great time, myself and I call him Big Brother. We're going to have a phenomenal time here together on the radio television station. Remember, our strapline is shaping minds and transforming lives. In that regard, I have with me somebody who I really don't know much about, but I respect, I really cherish because of one major thing she did. And we'll talk about that when we have the interview. It's my pleasure to have Joanna Gomez with me. Joanna, welcome to Jaama Radio and Television online station.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
How are you today?
I'm great. I'm great.
So, Joanna, I am told that you studied law at the university. You have 3 cafeterias at UTG. You are, I don't think it's seamstress, you own a company, you sew. And what I'm saying is that at our church convention last year, all the different uniforms that the choir wore daily, she sewed them. and strap yourself to your seats. She sold them free of charge for us. I just couldn't believe it. Sometimes you hear certain things and you think, well, it's others that do it. But this is one of us. This is our own daughter. This is our own sister. Joanna, how did this whole thing start? First of all, law and business. So let's start with law. Why law?
Okay, law, actually in school, when I was in high school, one of my lecturers, the late Mr. James Ndeki, he will always tell me that don't waste your ability to talk. At least let it...
You don't look like you talk. You look very quiet to me. You do talk?
I talk.
Which high school was this?
St. Peter's.
St. Peter's High School?
Yes.
And you did law?
Yes, I did law.
All right, so let's brace up for this story.
Yeah.
Right, so he told you?
He told me that because I was very good in technical drawing. So everybody was like, most of the lecturers will say, the teachers, sorry, will say, okay, you'll be best in construction because I did building drawing in high school as well. So, but Mr. Ndeki will argue, because he was a technical drawing teacher, but he will always argue that you will do better in law because you can talk and you don't talk for talking's sake.
Not even architecture?
Yes. Then he will, and that was his field. Normally he would have coached me into doing what he was teaching, but he didn't. He was just insisting that you can do this. Let it, your ability to talk, let it give you money. Let it pay off. Let it pay you off. So I carried that.
Good advice?
Yes, it was good advice. So he passed on, I think, 2016 or 17 after I graduated in 2015. Then I studied banking, accounting and finance, then proceed to ACCA, Stratford. And I was at FIG, Bureau de Change. I was working there with Mr. Sakris. And after that...
I need to cut you.
Yes.
You did ACCA. Which level?
What?
All right, so we are not finished with that.
No.
So the lawyer, banker, businesswoman, accountant.
Yeah.
Do you sing?
Yeah, in church.
And the church singer. All right, so let's brace up for more.
Yeah.
Phenomenal stories, ladies and gentlemen. One of the things we do here is that we showcase this. So this is even new to me. So now I really know how to position myself with you. And who knows, maybe more money will come your way.
Definitely.
So let's continue.
Yes, so after that in 2018, I just reminded myself I need to do something about what Mr. Ndeki has said, because I also had passion within myself as well. So I got enrolled at the university in 2018. I started, and I was doing law. I got admitted to the university, so even before school resumed, I attached myself in a law firm. I was initially working with the magistrate court at Carnifin as a clerk. Then I proceeded to a private firm, Bahari Jaama,
okay,
the former solicitor of the Gambia.
Solicitor General.
Yeah, I was working with him for 6 years. So I've been in the system even long before I started my LLB. So when I was doing my LLB, I loved it. I loved it. And working as well, I loved it. But along the way, passion and purpose began to take a shift. And I said, okay, let me just try something else along the way. So I started looking up for things on LinkedIn, doing some courses on LinkedIn, and watching YouTube, learn how to sew clothes, learned how to cook. And
you know, Joanna, somebody said something to me that shocked me. Maybe 2 months ago, I was saying that, look, I don't know video editing. I want to do video editing. And he said to me, Pastor, YouTube is the new university.
Yeah.
Then he said to me, your data is your school fees. And I haven't forgotten that. So you went to YouTube and you learned how to sew?
I learned how to sew. And I came across a video on LinkedIn. The person was like, there will become a time your degree will not earn you a job.
Wow.
And he said, the robots will take your place. So I said,
Those machines, yeah?
Yeah, they will
Oh
take
my
your place.
gosh.
So I said, I need to find a skill that will carry me in the next 10 or 20 years. As time goes on, I will evolve and find myself a better ways of earning money.
So were you always this focused and driven as a child, or something happened to you? You come across as very focused and a go-getter.
No, I was not, because I was all over the place.
So where was the transition? We'll come back to what you said, but...
It all changed when my sister passed on in 2020.
Oh.
She had lupus, then she was wrongly diagnosed in the Gambia. We had to go all the way to Senegal, and the lupus has gone far by the time we got to know. When she passed on, I said, you know what, she was the firstborn. And this burden that Africans have on putting on people.
You are now the one to carry the family.
Yeah, and all of that. But me, I don't go down that lane. I just want to build myself a generational wealth. I'm a believer of that.
That's good.
Yeah, in as much as I will help my family, but I'm not going to be the one they will depend on 100%.
The cash cow.
Yeah, no.
Well, and has that brought you any problems?
Here and there.
Here and there, but you've waded through.
Yeah.
That, I see that focus in your eyes. Gosh. All right, so YouTube, sewing, and then what happened?
Then I started doing it part-time. I introduced it to a few people working in the corporate sector, because we have one thing in the Gambia. Friday, everybody wears African in the corporate sector. Then I said, what can I do to make a difference? Because everybody can sew, everybody's sewing everything. So I had to niche myself into focus on something that is different. Then I said, I'm going to wear, so corporate wear, corporate African wear. Then I'll get this Siri Rabal. When my sister passed on, because we are Manjagos, we had a lot of them.
Yeah.
So I took some of them, made few samples here and there for myself, and sold few of them to others. And it brought me few income, a lot actually, as at that time. And people began to like it. I said, you know what, let me just try doing more with this. I tried with, and Youth Chamber of Commerce took us to Senegal for an exchange program. Then we went to a fashion school there in Senegal. I saw everything that was going on. Then I saw that there was a limitation in the Gambia. In as much as we were doing much, we don't have finishing, like the clothes.
Yeah.
We don't have proper finishing. Always you see a thread flying, always. So I said I wanted to just get machine that will make a difference. The only person that I saw doing it was Modu Mendy.
Down the road here?
Yeah, down the road.
Yeah.
That his finishing work is very good. But when I look up the finishing machine, I don't have the money for it. But there was one thing you said when I and Rema came to pitch our idea to you. You said,
all right, two of you came to my office to sell your idea. All right, that's like 2 years ago or so.
No, yeah, almost.
Oh my gosh, I'd forgotten about that. Yes, two of you came fired up to my office, and you were going to do some things.
Yeah.
By the way, let me just ask, this machine you're talking about, how much was it?
It was about $600.
That's not big money.
Yeah, at that time.
I'm sure somebody's listening that can do that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is somebody driven, this is passion, this is focus. I'm sure something will happen.
Yeah,
all right.
It was $600. So when we came to your office, we sold our ideas to you, then you asked, what is your capital? Well, how much are you going to contribute in your capital? So we were looking at each other with nothing. Actually, we said about 20,000, then you say, how much was the total capital? We mentioned it.
Yeah.
So you don't have even 50% of the capital. You need to find it.
Oh, was that bad? Oh.
But it really changed a lot of things within me. Then I said, I don't have this capital, but I know I have the capacity to get the capital. So along the way, I said, what can I do to get this capital? I'm good in juice making, natural juice, because I don't take fizzy drinks and I don't like sugar.
All right.
Then
way to go.
Yeah.
Way
so
to go.
I have the money to buy sugarcane machine. So we got my brother helped me to get sugarcane machines from China. We got the sugarcane machine, and we started processing sugarcane, little sugarcane in a household that we got, processed sugarcane. Then I made wonjo and baobab out of it, and yogurt. I sold those items, and I generated income from that. Then I say, you know what, I'm gonna push this out. I don't have a registered business for catering service, but I know I can cook.
Wow.
So I just said, I call somebody.
You are something.
I call someone.
Please call your friends, call your kids, call them in their 20s.
Yeah.
I'll tell them, come and listen to this lady, Joanna Gomez.
Yeah. So
Go ahead, Joanna.
I said, you know, I can cook. Let me just call somebody. Then I called a friend, an Asian friend of mine. He came for a visit in the Gambia. So normally he would go outside to eat. Then I said, you know what, can I be cooking for you? Then you pay me. after work. I'll come and cook for you. Then you pay me. Then any dish I cook, you pay me $500.
And she's very business-minded as well.
Then you pay me $500, and then he was like, "You're good." Then he gave a word to a friend, and the friend also reached out to me. And I said, "I'm not gonna wait. Since I know I'm in the legal system, I know how to register a business." I went on. I registered.
You registered. What is it called?
Crave-worth. Crave-worth Hub.
Crave-worth Hub.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm sure to be scrolling on the screen, so people watch out for it.
Yeah. So then I said, okay, let me just write proposals. I wrote proposals to different companies and to the university because I wanted to start with what is available to me. I was in my final year. I said, you know what?
All right. So you're doing all this thing while you are reading these big law books.
Yeah, definitely. I said, let me just...
All right, so what's your IQ, by the way? Must be very high, business acumen.
Yeah.
All right, so you were doing these law books, and you are doing this business.
Yeah, I was doing
So did the university reply?
They didn't reply. They didn't reply.
Why?
The university did not reply. The law faculty does not have a cafeteria. Does not have a canteen. For the longest years I've been there, we don't have a canteen. We go all the way either to...
Brikama?
No. Law faculty.
Okay, here, MDI.
We go to MDI to buy food, or we go to Adams across the road, or we go around GRS there to buy food. And I said, the proposal, nothing. They will tell you, you do follow up every day from emails to call to face-to-face visit in their office. They will tell you it's going through the process. Then I left the law for a while, then started working as an auditor, senior auditor at Next Year Pays Consulting to enrich my experience in the accounting field. So there I was an auditor. I audited higher education, NAWEC, NRA, different institutions. So one time like this, we were at higher education doing an audit exercise. Then they were talking about the Faraba new campus, and I just believe in selling myself.
The light came on.
I will talk about myself.
The light came on.
I will always talk
Mr.
about...
Ndeki was so right.
I will always talk about what I do. Then I told Mr. Saul, I don't know what was his portfolio now. Then I told him, Mr. Saul, okay, the university is there. I know how to cook. I do catering. So I want to apply to the university to operate the cafeteria, but nothing yet. But he said, yes, maybe they cannot reply because the university is not fully handed over. That could be the reason. I said, okay, but please consider me anytime the university will need us. Then he said, yes. So he called me a few weeks later because he wouldn't want to interfere out the audit exercise.
So finish that one first.
Yeah, finish the audit exercise. Then
that's integrity.
Yeah, we moved to NRA. Then he called, he didn't reach me. He called for some reason. I think I was busy doing something. He couldn't reach me. They tried calling me. He couldn't reach me. But I think that opportunity was just definitely for me. They tried calling other people. They didn't reach up. Because one thing about Gambia, they will not register their business. They will have business, they will work with their business, but they will not register it. So the people he called did not register their business.
And you had registered?
Yes. So I saw his email around 1 a.m. I was replying to my emails. Then I saw his email around 1 a.m. I called him that 1 a.m.
Oh, no, you didn't.
And he's married. But I was so like, this cannot pass me by. I called him. But luckily for me, he was away, out of the country, and the time zone is different. So
he picked.
They picked. So I tried reaching out to you, but I'm out of the country. But I don't believe that they have found someone yet. Then I said, okay, yes, I will. Then they said, go to the office the next day. I went to the office. They said, I went to the PS office. We talked about it, gave him the document. I always write my proposal. Anytime you call and ask for it,
that's
I will
right.
give it to
That's
you.
right. And you better take it on another level. Do you have it on flash drive?
I have it.
Great. Woo!
Yes,
Woo! Down my street.
Yes,
so you can just show it?
Yeah,
great.
I have it
That's
all the
good.
time.
That's good.
So the PS asked me what I can do, and the offer was they will just give you empty building. No sink, no nothing. I said, God, I don't have all this equipment. I don't have big gas cooker. The only gas cooker is the one we are using in the house, and that's the one I was working with. They said, can you do it? I said, yes. The other competitor in the school was Nero, the one at the airport. He has everything. Then he said, can you do it? I said, yes. I say yes with not even up to 10 teacups, not even up to 10 plates.
Yeah, but your sense of conviction,
Yeah, I say yes.
and we'll come to that because I think I hear, I sense, I smell God in this whole thing.
Yeah.
All right, this is just not the normal Gambian.
Yeah.
This I can sense something greater than that.
Yeah.
And so you said yes with 10 teacups.
Yeah, I said yes. Then I called after, I just left the office right at their doorstep. I called my brother in the UK. I said, I saw something on TikTok, dumpster drive. I said, can I send you a little bit money? You go for a dumpster drive for me. Get all these restaurant used materials, then send it to me. I'll pay for the shipping and all of that. My brother said, okay, I'll do it. He called me in the evening. I got some things. I got ice cube machine. I got air fries. I got so many things. But I will ship it for you for free.
Oh, the hand of God.
Yeah.
All right.
Sometimes you just say there are no helpers. Oh God, but they're all around you.
Everywhere.
Just pitch your ideas. Talk about it. Talk to somebody that.
I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this.
So
Joanna Gomez. Woo! 15 of you and we are gone in the country.
Yeah, yeah.
So tell me.
That was how it all unfolded. And 2nd of October, I started at the university. All the equipments were not here. I emptied my account, went to LG, buy gas cooker, buy plates, bought everything. And 2 weeks along the way, my brothers sent the items and it reached here. He had to pay extra for a swift delivery of goods. And
he also believed in you.
He believed in me. Oh, my brother believes in me more. He believes.
God bless you, bro. God bless you, bro.
Yeah, and my dad also who's in UK
Yes.
sent in tea bags.
Oh.
I never knew that there was a sack of tea bags in the world.
Thank you, Dad.
Yes.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah,
and you know the blessed memory of your sister.
Yeah.
I mean, this was a turnaround for you.
I always tell myself, God, I don't want to be in big debts, like to take loan to start a business. Yeah, that is my belief. And everybody that I say, okay, do you care to at least invest a little bit of money? Then after, it's business, but I believe in what I'm doing. I believe it will yield something along the way. And they were like, no, oh my, this business, they get the whole, they can be business, the whole, they all halanga hamulon, that is business.
Oh boy. There we go.
Yeah, somebody was like, go and take a loan. I say, I'm saving, I run a savings account, I'm not a current, so I cannot have loan. Then, and I don't even want loan. So everybody was like, go and take loan. I said, I cannot take loan. Then I took everything in our dining room table.
Oh, no.
Because there's no counter in the university.
So you cleared the house?
I cleared the house.
Gas cooker, chairs, everything?
Dining chairs, dining table. I took everything. Knife, plate, everything my mom had. Everything. The manjago in her was very beneficial. Because these manjago people, they like keeping things. There are some items
they're like
my
the
mom have.
Akus.
Yeah, there are some items that my mom have. They are older than my younger brother, who is now 23.
Wow.
Yeah.
But they've come in handy.
They came in handy.
All right.
So I took everything from her. I started the business. I bought fridge. Few people came on board and helped me bought fridge.
And so we're talking about Faraba.
Yeah.
Where do you live?
Lamin.
All right. So, yeah, but it's some distance too.
Yeah.
So were you
We travel.
every day?
The university did not give us a place to be cooking. They don't allow any cooking in the school.
So you pre-cook and you ferry all the way there?
Yeah, that is where the challenges come. And everybody was, even my mom at some point is like, leave it and continue. I said, no. I did not start to just quit.
That's right.
Easily.
That's right.
So the 2 semesters passed. I didn't realize what I had envisioned. My forecasting was good, but you look at the transportation, every day you have to pay $1,500.
So you are not breaking even?
I was not breaking even. My overhead, I have to settle them regardless. And I said, no, I have to do something about it. Talk to the facility manager, everybody, no, you cannot cook here. So many stories came about. I said, okay, fine. But I know I can have a solution. So I came back. I recently came back from Sierra Leone. I just went to Faraba and said, I need an apartment. It might not be the standard what I want, but for this business, I have to move. So I just rented an apartment in Faraba. Day before yesterday, I paid. So I will just move in with my staff. Then the production will be there. I will cost the logistics, because sometimes you run out of food. Other times you cook and it will not sell, or because UTG, a lecturer will call and say there is no lectures in the middle of their journey, and they will come, have to go, your food will be there. But when I have a place to cook based on demand, then
you
I
can
will
mitigate some of those things.
Yeah.
And so from one cafeteria
To three.
to three.
To three.
So are you working anywhere else, or
No.
this is it?
Yeah.
But you have not forgotten the ACC, I'm sure.
No.
All right.
No.
And that sewing machine, we still need that one.
Yeah.
It's going to come.
Definitely.
And so you've got everything to do your cooking. They do the drinks.
I do natural juice.
So one of these days we're going to see a branded car with your logo on it.
Definitely. Soon. Very soon. Very soon. Very soon.
All right. So you took a trip to Ghana, and it looks like it was transformational.
Yeah.
What happened, Joanna?
So in Ghana, we visited East Legon, we visited Takwa, and one thing that was profound is that students cater for all their needs themselves. As in, if you're looking for a cook, there's a cook within them. If you're looking for a hairdresser, there's a hairdresser within them. They don't go out for anything. They don't go out for anything.
And you couldn't boast about the same
Yeah, I couldn't.
here.
Yeah. And the excuse when I narrated the story was like, it's because it's not a campus system. It's not a campus system, but these are needs that we
there
have
are always
to
excuses, I know.
But every 2 weeks you have to braid your hair. But somebody in the class might be able to do it, but you don't even know, because the person also did not market themselves. And I say, you know what, I have to carry this thing to Ghana.
So you came back fired with this.
I came back 2019. I started selling food in the class.
Wow.
I remember the first food I got, couscous, benachini couscous.
Benachini couscous.
Yeah.
Fish or meat?
Chicken.
Chicken.
Yeah.
The legs and all.
Yeah. I said, you know what, I'm selling it. Then it didn't sell all. What I did was I went to Westfield. And I went to just get a car to Lamin. I saw an old friend. I said, you know what, I'm selling food. Can you buy? I said, Joanna, why are you selling?
Raba.
Yeah, some people. I remember my dad would call.
Wow.
Buy the magachel. Nobody's trying to meet your need. I said, no. You will not be there forever.
That's right.
You've done your part. Allow me to do mine. Because, and I started reading books. Read that, pour that. And I'll call my dad. I say, you see this book?
Create a job and not one look for a job.
You are the pour that in this book.
Robert Kiyosaki, yeah?
Yeah, then I read also Think and Grow Rich.
All right. Those two books, yes.
I started educating myself, self-education. I started doing it.
It's interesting that I like the topic, the title of that book, because I've told people it doesn't say beg and go rich. It doesn't say cry and go rich.
Think and grow rich.
Think and grow rich.
Yeah.
So are you going to write books?
It's one of the things I intend on doing as well.
You know, I don't even know whether I should say this. I'm going to feel ashamed saying this, Joanna. Some of us grew up with linear thinking.
Yeah.
And that's even how the academic system was like that. You do this, you can do that. You are a science student, you are commerce, you art. You do French, you can do biology. You do biology, you can do literature. You do literature, you can do chemistry. And there's just this linear pathway that we were given. And a lot of people in my generation, of course, I studied biochemistry, and look at what I'm doing. But I like your non-linear way of thinking. So when Joanna Gomez has a quiet moment, can you describe it? Is she thinking law, how she's winning this case? Is she thinking being a company secretary somewhere? Is she thinking of how she's going to open another cafeteria, how she's going to brand something? Is she thinking sewing? What's your downtime like?
My quiet moment is always, what will my kids see different or do different from what I had, as in the generational wealth building. In as much as my parents tried, but I feel like I can also do better.
That's great.
And I will tell myself, okay, you need to be different. First thing, I'm not available for everything.
That's right.
I listened to Visky, a South African public speaker.
Yeah.
And he would say, you are the brand. I started working on myself as a brand.
That's right.
My quiet moment is always working on myself as a brand.
And the brand never disappoints.
Yeah.
The brand always delivers on the integrity of what it says it's going to do. That's so true.
Yeah.
That's so true.
So I'm not available for everything. You invite me for a certain program, I look at the audience, because as a Gambian, I'm tired of attending symposiums. All my life I've attended symposiums. I said to myself, I will not be attending any symposium, workshops and all of that. I'm tired. At the end of the day, the networking is not as effective as it should be.
Yeah.
Because the people that I'm to sell my ideas, my market target is not within that group of people.
That's right.
If I'm coming for your symposium or for your workshop, let it be that I will sell my product to someone.
Wow.
If there is no potential buyer, then I'm not coming.
I listened to, I'm sure you know Bishop T.D. Jakes. He said, I'm over 60 now, and what I have in my life is like water in a cup. I have to be very careful where I pour it because it has to yield fruit, and that's true. And sometimes people misunderstand it for that. It's called segmentation. People want you to be everywhere, become anything, but you cannot. And people say, oh, it's a matter of time. Time goes. We all have 24/7. So, Joanna, was it last year or year before you decided to sew the choir uniform for TNG? TNG is our church's choir called the New Generation. TNG, the New Generation. And there were other people there too. So it has happened. So walk me through it.
Okay, last year.
Especially when I now told you and Rema that you don't even have 50% of capital. You should have said, I'm not coming to this man's office again.
Yeah. So on the 23rd of February, the faith seminar.
Yeah, were you here?
Yeah. So the scripture that stood out, Jeremiah 1:10. Then after that, there was something I did which required that you called me to your office.
Okay, you're not bringing all this thing. Yes.
So you called me to your office.
I wanted to know who is this person, so that I don't go to jail.
Yeah, so you called me to the office, then we started to break down my salary. How much I was paid for this. I felt insulted.
I have two people. One was actually interviewed here. When we did that, the next day she wrote me that I'm going to resign my job. I said, no, please, no. And then another one, we call ourselves shawarma.
Yeah.
And there's this phrase somebody made. I never like saying it, but I have to say it. Have you heard that phrase before? That your salary is the bribe they pay you to kill your creativity.
That's
and I thought, no.
That's it.
Your salary is the bribe you are paid to kill your creativity.
That's very correct. So then we talked about my salary. We divided it. And I said, I think I worth more than this, my value. Yeah, because I was working as an auditor at that time. But even working as an auditor, there are tips I was given in the office to even increase the value of the office. And I say, you know what? Then you talked about the koi fish. That was my first time hearing about the shape, how it takes the.
If it's in a small tank, it's 3 inches. If you widen the tank, it gets bigger. So the environment actually affects how far it can go. Wow, you listen to everything, my gosh.
Yeah, then you say create your own environment.
Yep, always.
Yeah, create your own
environment. Always.
So I went home. I said, you know what? That was in May. I came here in May.
So this was last year?
Yeah, that was last year. Then we talked about it, and I went to my house. I couldn't sleep that day.
No, I'm sorry.
I said, oh God.
What did this man do to me?
I now calculated everything my parents have paid, the tuition fees. I did a proper calculation of the tuition fees, my personal investment on personal development, the books I bought at Timbuktu. I removed all the books I bought from Timbuktu. Look at the back of the cover.
The price?
Yeah, the price. The books I bought online, I will send money to my friend to buy books for me on Amazon and all of that.
Did you check the shoes?
Yeah, I said
the jewelry, the hair braid.
I said there's a problem somewhere.
Something is wrong somewhere.
There's a problem somewhere. Then I said, you know what? I'm gonna quit. And I said, I'm gonna quit. You know, there are some things. My mom loved me so much that, and I love her so much that I don't tell her some of the decisions I'm about to take, because her love for me will always want to say, don't do it. And for me, if I have this conviction that it is time, I'm going.
You're going.
Then I told my boss that I'm leaving. I said, okay, you cannot leave. Is it in the middle of audit exercise? Because World Bank, we were doing some audit exercise for World Bank. So you cannot move until the 31st. The final audit is in 31st of June of every year. That is the everywhere. Minister. At that time, we were doing the Minister of Health audit, the World Bank project. Then I finished that. I said, okay, I'm going to move. They said, okay, wait. Every time, wait, just wait.
Did you wait?
I gave them the grace to wait for till July, because my appointment letter stated that I should give them 2 months' notice.
Okay.
Then I waited in July. I just went. I went home. I was home. Every day my mom will wake up, she will see me, she will go to work, she will come back and see me. Say, what are you doing with your life? Can't you do something? Go back to the law firm. You always have, the law firm is like your home. Pahari will take you everywhere, anytime you want. I said, no, I'm not going. So what are you going to do? I'm not going. Then I waited for UTG to resume. 2nd October, I started UTG. I will cook the whole night. My mom will say, okay, no, this is not good for your health. You have to stop. I'm not stopping.
You cooked the whole night?
Yeah, I'm not stopping. Sometimes I will undo YouTube pastries because I was not very good at it. I can cook all the dishes, but I was not good at pastries. I'll make coconut tart, the thing will not hold. I'll do pizza, it will not taste as the one I would taste at Luigi's. I was just doing something wrong somewhere. But I said, is it not this YouTube? I have data. I will watch, I will do it. It will get spoiled. I will do it again.
Yes.
I will do it.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. Try.
I do it. And it came out good. At the long run, it came out good. And I said, okay. Then now I had to do time management. So I need to learn how to do things faster and efficiently. That the test will be uniform.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's the brand again.
Yeah. I started working on that. I didn't go to any culinary school, but YouTube is there for me.
All right. Any social life?
Yeah.
You in this maze, you have time for socials?
Yeah, we go out. I, Rema, and Bruce Danko. Those are my friends in the Gambia.
Social life?
Yeah, we go. Our social life is the spa. You know, just go to the spa.
And start dreaming again what the next business to do.
Yeah, 3 of us.
I hope you don't talk in your sleep.
Sometimes
Cafeteria.
Yeah, sometimes I do.
Wow. So how do you effectively manage all this?
Okay, so that was one thing I feel like I should not have really done. I should have really called people on board to help, because I was breaking down. In as much as we want to do things ourselves, we need to balance it, because you cannot be all at the same time. So recently I got contact with Spice Hub, Chef Bojang. Chef Bojang. That's where I'm from right now. Yeah, so he have come on board to help me.
Wow, Chef, thank you.
Yeah.
We were talking with him 2 Sundays ago,
Yeah.
my wife and I. Chef Bojang.
Yeah, he had come on board to help me.
Wow.
So he'll be in campus September. He'll be there to help us, to guide us. Yeah, and he gave me staff that will be effective, because I want to run standard. Yeah, because I'm open for bidding. Recently, I'm bidding for this ORX. They posted an offer at GAM Jobs to cater for their staff lunch on a daily basis. So I'm open to all of that, to cater for corporate events and even household, because I know this 9 to 5 is taking a lot of energy from parents and families. So doing a weekly stock for you, we are open for that as well. Come on, cook for
Wow.
a week.
Miss Joanna Gomez. So, Joanna, why don't you look into that camera and talk to any young girl, young woman, young man like you, Gambian, who would have a barrage of excuses why they can't do it. Business doors, they can be kurang amut ni nangam de tanga iyo poto masses struggle and just talk to them for me.
Yeah, to every lady, every young girl out there, you are your own problem. The government does not owe you anything. Your family do not owe you anything. You owe yourself everything, and you have the capacity to do it. And as much as you want everything in the world, the government have duties to fulfill on their side. You also have your responsibility to take ownership of your life. Do not expect everybody to come and shape it for you. At the end of the day, you'll be angry with yourself. We look at our parents, most of them are angry. And the same anger they project to us. And you will repeat the same thing if you don't take ownership of your actions and of your life. So be out there, first dream, but in your dream be realistic. Most of us, we are not realistic. Anything you dream, write it down. Write the steps as to how you're going to realize your dream and talk about it. Don't say, okay, my uncle is my auntie, do not dimbale once you don't talk about it. They are not God. They don't know what's in your mind.
That's
you talk
right.
about it. You talk about it and the help will reach you. Yeah.
Wow. And then tomorrow she's going to sing in church.
Yes.
With all this.
Choir practice.
Go for choir practice and sing.
Yeah.
So obviously the inspiration is divine.
Yeah.
Wow. Joanna, I really will have to have you again for a part 2 of this, where we can stretch it to other dimensions. But it's such a pleasure having you here. And I'm almost certain that we're going to get that machine. It's $600.
Yes,
Maximum is $42,000. We're going to get that machine so we don't have to be removing the thread from that. And stay in touch, because I'm sure there'll be people who will ask questions. And viewers, the details about her business, her name, how to contact her, it's all there. This is good ground, this is good soil, this is fertile ground. People say help me, but you don't see what they have done. But she's at a point where she now needs to scale it up like any other person, like Mustafa Njai Taf, that we all celebrate. Taf started like that. And sometimes people think that, well, everybody should come and help me, everybody should sing my tune, but against all odds, she cleared the sitting room at home, pots, pans, everything. The story is different. And I'm praying that God's grace will keep you, Joanna, His goodness will come upon you, and people will come your way and just make it a different day for you. And I love the fact that you talked about generational wealth. So the little Joannas, male Joannas, female Joannas that will come from you will take it to another level. And we'll start seeing generational wealth in this country. God bless you. Please, ladies and gentlemen, this is Pastor Forbes, Jaama FM radio and television online station, shaping minds, transforming lives. Please get in touch with her. If you don't know how to get in touch with her, get in touch with me. I'll put you in touch with her. Let's lift Joanna Gomez to the next level and beyond. We will be glad we did. The higher you lift somebody up, the higher you also go. Joanna, God bless you.
Thank you so much.
Wow. And thank you so much on behalf of Abiding Word for the uniforms and everything. We love you. And we're going to talk about this in church.
No problem.
This is the station. We're going to do this in church so they get to know you. God bless you. Have a good day. So, folks, stay tuned. We have the mogul himself on his way, Mr. Mustafa Njai Taf, breaking barriers, doing all kinds of things in Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Gambia, registered in 9 countries and counting, and yet so approachable and so easy. He calls himself the youth man. We're going to talk about why he calls himself the youth man, and maybe he'll get something. Joanna, I know you're going for choir practice. Make sure you listen to this, because this is Taf himself that's going to come. Please, our love to your brother, our love to your mom and dad. For all you do, we support it, and we thank God for the blessed memory of your sister. God bless you. Ciao, folks. Stay tuned. 5-10 minutes. We are back here. It's going to be Mustafa Njai Taf himself. Bye.